So it was, just a great defensive effort to turn that team over 21 times. To do such a great job on Padula, who was a real key for them. I thought the kids are starting to get excited about guarding in such a way where it can frustrate the opponent, which leads to transition and some fun things in the game. I've got the best staff in college basketball. They've got to overcome me as the head coach, but I've got the best staff. Ira Bowman and Mike Burgomaster had a absolutely brilliant game plan. We studied Virginia Tech. They run really hard stuff to guard, but there's a certain way to guard them. I thought we did an outstanding job in our scout team did a great job this week. Both Blake and Lior playing those two guards all week long, and then AD playing Kidd. We had 3 guys all week long that we had to go up against that really helped us get prepared, really helped us get ready. So that's and look, that one matters double because it's the ACC SEC challenge, and if we're going to establish Auburn as one of the better teams in the SEC, then you've got to be able to be trusted to be able to deliver against that league.
Bruce, you mentioned it just a second ago, but even on a night when y'all weren't shooting well, you force all those turnovers, you get easy baskets on the other end. You have 30 points, you get 30-something points on turnovers.
No, it was
How
great.
key was that for y'all tonight specifically?
That team doesn't turn the ball over. They turn over 8 times a game. And we were able to, again, the way the kids bought in and how hard they worked, that fits in with our depth. Just made it difficult offensively. I thought we got great rim protection. I thought Janai tonight, not only did he score and rebound, but he played great defense. He kept the ball to the post. When the ball went in there, he defended physically without fouling, and he protected the rim. He played like a first-team all-conference player tonight. Now, I've been on him pretty good, I think he went home and had some turkey, talked to his family, and said, "Look, if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna be able to, if I'm the best player on the floor, I gotta act like it, I gotta play well, like it, I gotta prepare like it." And he obviously did. Now you can do that sometimes and not get rewarded, but he got rewarded tonight, and he was the best player on the floor.
Bruce, we talked to you this week about Chad and kind of his impact in the game off the bench for you guys. What can you say about that, even after his injury, he was out for a little bit?
Yeah, we can't afford to lose him. We're really good when he's on the floor because he knows how to play. Again, he has stuff you can't teach. So then my job is to utilize him in a lot of different ways. So we're putting the ball in his hands in many ways to make plays because he can obviously score, but he also can pass. And so tonight he has 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals. He's kind of a stat sheet stuffer. I'm on him pretty good, but I have high expectation for him. And I love that he's got some joy, that he's having some. The kids are, in spite of me, they're still enjoying themselves.
Mike.
Coach, last week you were pretty adamant that the second half team that you were seeing may not be able to win in SEC play. What did you see from your team in the second half tonight, and how do you feel about them going into the rest of the season?
I feel good about it. Keep in mind, Virginia Tech was down 1 player, one starter, and so their depth was a little compromised. And they've been on the road pretty much. I don't know if they stayed on the road or they went back to Blacksburg to just do their laundry, but I mean they played Thursday, Friday, Sunday in Orlando. Beat a really good Boise State team, beat a good Iowa State team, and played Florida Atlantic even in the first half. So they were a little tired, and so I think the fatigue in the second half definitely took its toll. And look, we got to shoot better. We got to execute offensively better. We got to finish at the rim better. We got to shoot better foul shots. So obviously, our offense, they do a good job of getting in the right spots. I don't think our guys conceptually took advantage of the way they packed things in, and that's part of that is my job, is to do a better job of teaching them what's available offensively when you're being guarded like they guarded us.
Jason?
Bruce, around an 8:20 tip Wednesday night in November, and you walk out and it's packed and the crowd's in there. I mean, first, you're smart. It has to be a lot of fun, but how valuable is that to know that's out there every time?
Well, it's December, or no, it's November.
November.
Almost December. And it's college basketball, and our place is full. It's sold out. Mike came up to me before the game and talked about our team a little bit, and we both enjoyed the preparation. I enjoyed preparing for him because they do so many really good things, and I think they enjoyed preparing for us as well. But he just looked up and looked around and went, "This is pretty special," and it is. It is. And I mean, I'm hoping that they were entertained. I mean, it was entertaining. Kids are playing hard, and we can play better offensively.
We're gonna take 3 more, Matt.
To hold a team like that to 27% shooting, 57 points for the game, you focus so much defensively. How did you see that kind of come to fruition tonight?
There are certain things that we do defensively there, and I will say this too, Matt. A lot of times it is about matchups, and I can't emphasize that enough to you as writers who don't teach the game, you report in the game. Matchups matters, and there's some things that some people do that we really guard very well, and there are some other things that people do that we don't guard very well. And this was a good matchup for us, the way they played. And so we do spend a lot of time, and again, I've got, this was Ira Bowman and Mike Burgomaster's scout. I can't overemphasize the preparation. And we were on, we had it down. And it gives your kids great confidence too when you're able to do that. Look, we're just doing our job, but my staff did a nice job. Again,
Jack?
Coach, you guys battled a lot in the paint tonight. 42 points in the paint, 26 second chance points. It felt like it was the physicality that you guys brought down low helped change the tide of the game.
yeah, and yet we got out rebounded, and yet we had they had 17 offensive rebounds, and we had 23 defensive rebounds. So we've got to do a better job of keeping them off the boards. And when we're playing bigger, stronger, more physical teams. But I was worried about the physicality and how our guys would respond to it. They set good screens, they get through things, and our guys did fine. I think the teams that are going to be able to be the most physical teams in the SEC are the ones that are going to compete for the championship. There are a lot of really talented teams in our league. The champion is going to be a team that will embrace physicality.
Last question, Tony.
Coach, we go back to the crowd aspect. Coach Young said in his press conference, they seem to really be on him all game, just on him and his guys. Just kind of how y'all ever really impact from that, and just what it means to have the jungle packed almost.
Did Coach Young talk about the crowd a little bit? Did he?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know what? I think that you had called a couple timeouts to sort of keep the crowd out of it a little bit, the crowd could do two things. One, it could take your guys to another level, and our guys certainly enjoy playing in front of the home crowd. But it also could bother some opponents. And our elevated play and the intensity of our crowd, definitely, that's what a home court advantage is all about. And so when I say we've got the best home court advantage in college basketball, that's pretty strong. But I think tonight we backed it up.